But this I completely came up with myself. Life is one big aura farm. Like, hear me out. Just give me a second, all right? Everyone is trying to have the most aura possible. This is a cool concept. First thing, if you have just clicked on this video to see what it's about, I want you to leave with something. If you want to succeed, you need to let go of your ego. You need to let go of your reputation. You will fail publicly, possibly for years on end. Ignore the opinions of others, but in the end, you will succeed. And we're back. Week 13. Happy New Year's. It's 2026. And today, I've made a plan. That's how you know it's going to be a banger. Something different, but this video is going to be jam-packed with information. It's good to be back. Quick acknowledgement, this video is intended for viewership in 2 to 3 years when things start working out. Regardless, feel free to stick along. Highly recommend chucking earphones in and going to do something while you're listening. Or if you're really, really committed to getting the value out of this video, because there is going to be heaps, I highly recommend putting this video in front, getting a pen and paper, and actually taking notes. There's going to be so much valuable information. This literally could change your entire life. If you're watching this video and you're genuinely interested about what I'm about to say, odds are you want to be successful, but you're not yet. And say hypothetically you met a very, very successful person and you ask them what their routine is like. That information is of complete irrelevance to you, because if you start following their current routine, that's not going to get you to where they are now, because they're already there. You need to ask, what were they doing when they were in your position to get there? And I am now in a current position where I am trying to be successful, which is why what I am doing is so very applicable to you right now, and why this video is incredibly valuable. If everything works out, this blueprint is proven successful. Since we've acknowledged that I am in the exact same position as of time of recording as to you, here's what my life looks like currently. I want to obviously be a massive content creator. I want to help people online through these videos. I want to learn how to fight. I want to be physically fit and I want to be attractive. I want to be financially stable and be able to provide for my future family. And those are some pretty big, outlandish goals, especially if we go into the specifics of what I want. So my entire life has been molded to make that a reality in my future. I've signed up. I do jujitsu. I do Hapkido multiple times a week. I'm going to the gym 4 times a week. I'm spending so much time on content, making videos I love to potentially go viral. I'm making these videos so I can practice helping other people over my entire process. What I am doing in my day-to-day life is directly reflecting who I want to be in the future. Write that down. That is very important, especially when you look at what you're doing and you time track and you check throughout your entire week where your time is allocated. You will notice how very much time is going into things that don't align with your future self, and that is holding you back. I want to dive right into it. The concept of your life being a video game. This whole entrepreneurship journey, trying to be famous and rich and escape the rat race, however you want to put it. If you're watching this video, odds are that is what you want to succeed in. You want to be in that top 0.1%. And this analogy is going to help you conceptualize everything. At the very start of your journey, you join. You press start. You were there. And you are going to be ranked last. That is why it is scary. You are in the arena with people around you, watching you, spectating you, hoping you succeed, hoping you fail. But you're in the arena. Now, here's the funny part. 95% of people on this planet never even fucking press start. And you did. You may be ranked last out of all of these people that are working their asses off to try to be successful, but you are ahead of 95% of people that are on the sidelines that are watching. And it's really funny because it's those people who haven't pressed start that have the most to say about it, that have the strongest opinion about it, but they've got no idea what it's like. Even if they're saying, oh, I don't even want to do anything like that, this, that, the other, their opinions are irrelevant. And for some reason, we care about them so very much. It's easy to figure out why through biology, but we need to get over the hump of caring so much about what these people think. Think about the favorite sport that you watch. Who's got the most to say about the athletes down on the court? It's the people in the stands who, if they were on the court, they'd be able to do fuck all. It's the exact same thing in this game, and you have pressed start. And you know what? I don't care what rank you are, I am damn proud of you. And stick to it and keep playing and keep trying to level up your character, because it is not easy. The game is not meant for everyone. There are things that are. This game is not meant for everyone. Not everyone is supposed to be in this arena. Not everyone's supposed to be playing, but you are, and be proud of that. Now, when it comes to what you want to pursue, you have to know what that is. Some of you guys watching this are like, I know what my goal is. I know what I want, which is phenomenal. I know what I want. I've been doing this for a little while. I've known for over a year, and I'm actually pursuing it. Some of you guys out there know you want to be successful. You want to really go after something like this. Like, it excites you. But for some reason, you're not actually sure what direction to go. So I'm going to help you find that real quick. I want you to ask yourself a few things. What is it you enjoy doing? If you could do anything for a living, what would it be? Really ask yourself that. Write that down. Of the list of things that you enjoy doing, it could be anything. It could literally be watching sports. It can be making coffees. It can be playing video games. And I want you to ask yourself, is there anyone doing that does that for a living? If there is, note that down. Social media is so powerful. I guarantee you there are other people that have hobbies like you. You can turn anything into a living through social media if you get good at it. But once you find out what you like and you can conceptualize the different ways of how you can turn that into an income, boom, you found your thing that you can pursue. Me, that's content creation. I've been making content for a very, very long time, on and off, successful, failures. I've been through it all, and I'm back again because I love making videos and I love helping other people. So I'm making these videos as well. Now I want you to further ask yourself, if you can put yourself in front of a mirror, close your eyes, put yourself in front of a mirror, ChatGPT yourself. You can customize yourself in 3 years to look how you want, to have any sort of lifestyle, to have achieved any sort of goals. What would that person be looking like? What would that person be doing on their day-to-day life? And what do they have? Write that down. That is important. That is the person that you're trying to become. And it may seem unrealistic now, but as you start walking the walk of that person, it will seem more realistic. Now, assuming you want to be that person in 3 years' time, listen up. You need to act like that person this very second. Not in an hour, not after this video, not in 2 months, not at New Year's Eve. You need to start acting like you are that person right now. You got to move like them. You've got to change your habits to be like them. That is the only way you're ever going to become them. Otherwise, that pipe dream of yours, because people go 10, 15, 20 years imagining this is the person I want to be, but imagining is never going to make it a reality. It's action, it's moving forward, and it is walking like them. And that is when they come to life. Me, it's very simple. This is the very broadest way to put it. I want to be rich, jacked, famous, and sexy. Those are the 4 things that I want very broadly. Whether it sounds cringe or whatever, I don't care. That is what I want. That's what I think is going to make me feel fulfilled and happy with myself, and help me towards building the family that I've always dreamed of. Because family is very massive for me, and I want to raise phenomenal one in the future. That's me, okay? But I need you to always remember that person that you imagine in the mirror is your friend and is that person that is guiding you, and then imagine yourself as them. You guys are working together, but you need to start acting like him. The next thing we are going to go over is the value of discomfort. Discomfort has a direct correlation to character development and growth. If you are comfortable in your day-to-day life and you are doing the same things every single damn day, your life is going to become mundane and bland, and your memories are going to be like a dull hallway of your life. And that is most people, and it is not you. If you're going to stay within your comfort zone, if you're not going to talk to that girl, if you're not going to go out with these people, if you're not going to go try surf, even though you're bad at it, it's going to be a pretty bland hallway, bro. I'm telling you that. You need to do things you're bad at. You need to try things you've never tried before as often as possible. Whenever you find something that is uncomfortable and you're not doing something illegal or stupid that could hurt yourself, go try it. Why? Because you're going to have cool stories to tell. You'll be better off as a human in future experiences. I tend to keep my relationship and my sex life and whatever the hell, I keep that sort of life private. all the time. I don't go into it in any of my videos. I don't talk about it because I want that to be private. But I'm going to go into it a little bit now. I'm not going to say when, but I've called approached women before. Obviously, I talk about it. I practice what I preach. I've done it before. And there have been times where I have gone and spoken to a girl, where we've had a 10, 15-minute conversation, or, even if it's just a little interaction, it's just, I'll have a good day. Even when things didn't go well, I felt better afterwards. How the hell does that make any sense? Think about that for a second. I spoke to a girl and it didn't go how I wanted it to, or how it could have gone in the best way possible. And I left there feeling better. Now, on the flip side, I'm going to talk about a time where there was this girl that I was going to talk to, but I didn't because I got scared in the moment. And I went home. I never got her contact. I don't know who she is. And I went home thinking about the scenarios in my head of what could have been. Even though those scenarios might have never even been possible, even if I talked to her, it was the what if that was aching at me. But the times where I did go ask and it didn't even go well, I felt good. Now, when it comes to girls, you might have another chance tomorrow. You could. I have to mention there is a much, much bigger story at play here. With your entire life as a whole, the pain of regret. And now I've not experienced this before because I have not gone through this and I never want to, will be way, way worse than the pain of embarrassment. Listen to me for a second. If you do not pursue your goals or your dreams, especially because of what some idiot thinks next to you, or even your family or your partner, and you don't pursue it, and 10, 20, 30 years pass, and it's impossible to try to pursue those goals anymore. That ache of what if, it's permanent. There's no going back. There's no redo. I can't live with that. You should not be able to live with that. I am wanting to open your eyes so you're aware of that before it ever happens. You need to pursue. Otherwise, when it's all said and done, you have to be like, what could have been? I would rather try and fail 1,000 times over than have to say what if. And you should feel the same way. F what your friend group thinks. F what your family thinks. This is your life. We've got one go at this, and you're trying to tell me that their opinions are going to stop me from doing what I want to do and what I think I could possibly do, this massive help and this massive change in the world that I see myself actually doing and helping people transform their lives and making these videos that I get inspired by on a day-to-day basis. You're telling me that I could do that, but I'm going to throw that all away because of what someone thinks about me or what someone thinks about you? That's got to sink in deep into your stomach, because once you procrastinate far enough, there's no turning back. I'm 19 years old. I don't have a family yet. I don't have the responsibilities of having to have an income. I live with my parents. So now is the best time to me go pursue things. I am not going to wait another day. Now is the best time to start, because as time goes on, responsibilities are only going up from here. So now is my best time. This is the most free I will ever be. And I'm going to spend this time building something special. And you should too. No matter what point you are in your life, you are the most free and the most capable that you will ever be. You are the youngest you will ever be. Do it now. Write that down. Get it engraved in your head. Do it. Whatever you need to do. Read that every single day, but get that in your head. I don't know how much of you guys follow Andrew Tate, but he fought recently. He lost to Chase Damore. He had a post-game interview and he was preaching this thing. I preach this in almost every single video journal. Every single video journal, I preach doing uncomfortable things. I preach going after your goals. And he said he would rather get in the ring and lose than wonder what if. Think about that for a second. He makes millions of dollars. Billions, probably. He is comfortable. He is 40. He's living great. The last thing he needs to do is risk his reputation against some random content dude. But he did anyways. And he lost. And he said he would do that again because he wouldn't want to leave the stone unturned of what if. He watches my videos. He keeps up. I damn know it. I can't prove it yet, but I know it. Andrew Tate, I see you. Attack discomfort, attack your goals, and attack your life, and do it unapologetically. Because you shouldn't have to apologize for trying something you've always wanted. To create a life that you could only dream of, just because it's unrealistic to some people and cringy to others. And you know what? I feel cringe about the stuff I post all the time. But I imagine the life where everything works out and it makes it all go away. and I imagine the life where I didn't even try to pursue and I had regret and all goes away. And you need to do the same, because if you don't pursue it, it's going to sting, especially the fact that you were told by me. Write this down. We only get one shot at life. No do-overs. We don't get to try again. Don't leave a single stone unturned. Don't leave a what if on the table. To leave a what if on the table is to shoot an arrow in the back of your future self. Think about that. And future you cannot recover. No do-overs. You've got one life. Please do something with it. The next topic I'm going to go into, there is a positive spin to absolutely everything in this life. Everything. If you have a girlfriend, you have an amazing support system to keep you motivated to pursue your dreams. It will help your morale. It'll improve your work ethic. She'll keep your cortisol levels down. If your girlfriend broke up with you, you have a drive, you have motivation. You have this natural instinct inside of you that only awakens when you need to find a partner because you don't have one yet. You need to better yourself. It's natural. If you've never spoken to a girl before, which, by the way, just do it. Just talk to girls. Anyways, your mind is free of distraction, free of any sort of influence from relationships, past, present, or future. There is an advantage to every position on the board. The cards you have been dealt, you must play your hand. I am very, very fortunate and lucky with the cards I've been dealt in life. And I know not everyone is as lucky as me, so it's easy for me to sit up here and say these things. The best possible move is the best way forward, no matter what. And we know our parents will eventually go, and it hurts to talk about, and we know we will eventually go. Our partner will eventually go. Our time on this planet is finite, so make the most of it and do things that you've always wanted to. Go after these crazy things and get excited about it. Piggybacking off of that, the more you fail, the better the damn story. I have needed this through this early stage of this resurrection of my social media stuff. The more I fail, the better the story I can tell. The more real this path and blueprint feels for me to guide other people, because once I become successful, I don't want to sit at the top and be like, I'm better. I'm going to put my hand down. I want to drag people up with me. That is my goal. I eventually want to take someone by the hand and bring them up with me. How I'm going to do that? I've got ideas, but it's very vague right now. And the more I fail, the more real my story feels, the more I can relate to other people, and the easier I can help them up. The better story I can tell to the entire world that I went through this, and this. I have gone from getting millions of views, hundreds and thousands of likes, hundreds and thousands of followers, to getting 5 likes and 200 views. And I'm dealing with that right now. And I'm still posting. I am currently posting every day at the time of recording, getting ready to post my YouTube video, my first one, talking about hardship, talk about going through things. Not the fact that I've got to go through getting 5 likes a video. I've gone from hundreds of thousands to 5. Doesn't that sound crazy? Old me would have not stuck through this. And the thing is, people were like, most people that my shoes would have given up by now. But I ain't most people, and you ain't most people either, and you know that. The longer it takes, the more effort you put in, the better the reward, the better your character development is. So no matter what you do, if you are putting effort in, you are getting stuff out of it. Think about that for a second. You may not be making the millions of dollars. I may not be getting the views, but the character I'm building on the inside is solid and unbreakable, and that cannot be replaced. I could get 200 views for my next 100 videos, and I will be getting stronger in every single video, even if it doesn't look like it. I am building resilience, so when things don't go well in the future and things do work out, I will be able to stick through it because I got through it now. And that goes the same with you. It is so vital to frame losses and failures that way, or else you'll be disheartened way too often. Failures are going to happen. They're never going to stop happening, ever. Flops, failed businesses, failed videos, failed ideas, where you've got to make the call. Do you keep going down this road or do you stop? This is where most people stop, and that is why they won't win. But I will, and so will you. I want to go through a concept, like a lot of my ideologies I've seen online, I've tested them in my life myself, and I'm sharing them as a life story with you. But this I completely came up with myself, and I want to share it with you. Life is one big aura farm. Hear me out. Just give me a second, all right? Life is one big aura farm. Everyone is trying to have the most aura possible. That's why people act, they say, nonchalant or just calm and just chill, trying to act like they don't really care very much. That is like storing your aura in a bank account. You've got your aura there. Something like entrepreneurship, social media, people think you lose aura when you do that. It's investing, like in the stock market. This is a cool concept. You're investing your aura. So you may not have it now. Like people will look at him like, oh, it's cringe, whatever. But if it all works out and I've got millions of views and millions of followers, all of a sudden my aura goes through the roof. You know, people recognizing me in public and I'm helping other people and I'm making money, right? But I don't have the money on me currently, like the nonchalant guys that have it stored in the bank account. That's why it may not feel like you're lesser than regular people when you're pursuing these goals. But in reality, you've just invested it. It's just in the stocks. It's moving up and down. But when it really works out, you're cashing in, bro. Everyone's competing to have the most aura in the world. Well, just like my money, I don't want it sitting in my bank account. I want it in the stocks. I want my money moving. So you do the same, because I have invested my aura. I haven't gotten my returns yet, but I believe in the stocks. That's just the concept that I wanted to share, that I came up with. Do what you want with it. Now, if I'm successful in the future and you're watching this, how can you structure your life like Owen Marley? I'm giving you the blueprint right now. I'm going into 2026. I've got no idea what the future holds for me. I'm hoping my guy has pulled it off. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. This is what I'm doing. And this is what I recommend for you. Plan every day, the day before, physically. I've got a whiteboard in my room. Times, what you're going to be doing in that time for your entire day. Wake up to sleep. Be relentless in how you stick to that schedule. You plan it out. You tell yourself you're going to do it. You stick to it. Take care of your health in the 3 strong pillars: diet, hydration, and sleep. Do your research in all 3 and optimize to the best of your abilities, because health is important above anything else, above money, above fame. If you don't have health, you've got nothing. Sleep, quick tip, wake and sleep at the same time every single day. That is important. Set your bedtime, set your wake time, and try to keep them within 1 to 2 hours of those 2 times that you set forever. Exercise, specifically high intensity exercise, maximal intensity, so sprints, max intensity reps to failure at the gym. Push yourself hard and push your body to its limits so it can maintain that ability for a long period of time. I want to be exercising and doing cool stuff in my 50s and 60s. Most people can't. Preserve your health, exercise at maximal intensity. Doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't always have to be at maximal intensity. It's important that some of your exercises involve maximal intensity. Prioritize the tasks in your schedule that move you towards your dream self. Remember when I told you to chat GPT yourself in the mirror? That person, what gets you towards him or her, prioritize that in your daily schedule. Very important. Last, but very not least, be unapologetic about pursuing your dreams and goals to everyone, and get after it, because they're not going to be sitting on that deathbed with you when you're regretting everything. Only you are, and it's going to be you and your thoughts. You don't want to be wondering what if. You want to live your life to the fullest. And let me tell you, if you could not fail, would you do it? And if I were you, there's a realistic chance that that dream that you're thinking about right now could be you in a few years, maybe a few months. Get after it. As always, have a phenomenal week. Work harder than you ever have and do something that you've never done. I'll see you guys next week.